I call Dennis O'Rourke.
Mr Speaker, New Zealand First will support this bill to the Select Committee. The bill must achieve a very difficult balance between protecting citizens from serious sexual or violent harm and the right of those affected to be subject to the least restrictive form of detention which is practicable. It must also ensure adequate oversight of detention through regular reviews by a review panel and the High Court, and by an independent inspector and ombudsman's visits, and by an annual report to Parliament. There is a high level of public expectation for legislation of this kind. What we must do, and what the Select Committee must do, is get the legislation right, and that comes down to the detail of it. I would first like to refer to the opinion expressed by the Attorney-General that the bill is not inconsistent with the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990. The issue is whether these orders would amount to further punishment of sentenced offenders or whether they would amount to a regime of civil committal as provided for in other legislation. I agree that the bill incorporates the key safeguards necessary for a civil committal regime, and that it will therefore be Bill of Rights compliant. Whether the bill as introduced includes adequate safeguards at each of the stages of the making, administration and review.
Sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted and set down for resumption next sitting day. Members, the House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Good evening.